How about a round of applause? Shut these off. Turn the floor. Shut these off. It's hot in here, yeah, so let's switch over. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. I just want to talk a little bit now. This is kind of the part where I have some awards for me to give out, and talk about the year a little bit. It's been a challenging year at Nampa High School, which I don't have to tell a lot of you about. But in the theater department, we've just kept doing what we do. What we like to do is create and perform, and we certainly did that a lot this year. We had a lot going on. We did several showcases. We did scenes, monologues, original material, showcases of that, and then we did 4 one-act plays and did a showcase of those. We also shot 24 short videos for the RAD program at the beginning of the year, and then after Christmas break, we shot these short videos for some of the special needs students. They were these social skills videos. That turned out to be a really great project, and now that program has these videos as a tool that they'll have for a long time. So we'll probably do some more next year, and we've gotten a lot of feedback about how cool those are and how useful they've been. So we were pretty excited about that. We've never done that before. It was a fun project. We then attended District 3 Drama, and took probably more students than I'd ever taken before to drama. 14 of our students qualified for the state drama tournament at Century High in Pocatello. Of the 11 pieces that went to state drama this year, 5 of them qualified for semifinals, and 4 of those 5 made it into the finals, which is pretty spectacular. We were very happy. It was a lot of fun. Of those 4 that were in the finals, 2 of them took first place in state. The 4 pieces that made it to the finals were Ensemble Series, Crystal Jones and Gabby Dino. Clark Burton did a pantomime, and he took first place. Jake Erison did a solo monologue, a solo humorous, humorous monologue, and he made it to the finals with that. Clark Burton, for the first time in competition, they had musical theater as one of the categories, and who won first place in state the first time that was done? These so, really proud of all the competitors. We had a really good time at districts and states, and then the next thing we did was we did 3 shows, 3 kind of what I call main stage shows up here, fully produced. We did The Foreigner. Everyone who was in The Foreigner, stand up. In October, then in December, we did Little Women, not directed by myself, directed by my student teacher. You guys can see. Directed by my student teacher, Chelsea Campbell. Everyone who was in Little Women, we see it. And then in March, we did A Midsummer Night's Dream. And it really takes a lot of time, just commitment. It's a big undertaking to put on a good show, just with the set and everything. And one of the most important jobs, and you always hear me say it at the beginning of the funny teleport. One of the most important jobs in any show is the stage manager. And I was very lucky to have 2 great stage managers for both of my shows. The first one was Bianca. She did The Foreigner for me and was just spectaculars. Come on up here, Bianca. They don't get all the glory, right? They don't get to come out and take a big bow and get all the applause and adoration. They get a plaque. and mine is and for the other show, Midsummer Night's Dream, Haley Beckham. Haley's a sophomore, and she, this was kind of her first involvement in one of the shows, and did a great job. Some of the other people, some of the crew and backstage people. For The Foreigner, Courtney Adame and Jeremy Chaplin did sound. John Austin and Amanda Cummings were crew, and also. And then Jillian McFalls was my house manager. She dealt with all the tickets and. For Midsummer, Courtney, again, did sound, and we weren't sure she was going to do it. She's done sound for me for a long time. And last year I gave her a plaque that said Sound Diva on it. So I didn't do another plaque that said Sound Diva on it. But in my mind, she will always be my Sound Diva. A young man, Keith Allison, did lights and stepped in, and that was he's a freshman, yeah. I don't think he's here tonight, but let's give him a round. We're hoping to have passed the course since Courtney's graduated. And Whitney Gospel was my house manager for Midsummer Night's Dream. So those are all kind of the backstage people that I wanted to acknowledge. The next thing I'm going to do is give out letters. So you can qualify for earn. That's the word I'm looking for. Earn. You can earn an activity letter in all kinds of activities, and one of them is theater. And the way we do it in theater is by participating in stuff. So if you, it's done on a point system. So if people are in plays, or they see plays, or they go to competition, they get a certain amount of points, and once they get to a certain place, then they qualify for a letter. Sometimes people do that their sophomore year, sometimes junior, sometimes senior. It's cumulative over their 4 years here at Tampa High School. So I want to. The first person to talk about is Warren Haney. He later this year. Warren lettered his sophomore year, and then once you get more points, you get to the next kind of level. You get a letter and a pin your first time out, and then you earn more pins and so on. Warren has insane points. He's like over there. So he earned all 3 of his pins already. So I don't have anything else for you other than my love and adoration in this video. I have a keychain. Special theater keychain. The next person is Clark Burton. Clark lettered for the first time last year, and he also and he's earned this year with all the stuff he's been doing. He's been in a couple of shows and took state, won first in state in 2 different events. He earned his next 2 pins, and he also had an academic award for maintaining a GPA of 3.25. He lettered and also got the academic award as well. Jake Harrison. Jake had a crazy active year. In fact, he earned his first letter this year, as his senior year, but he also earned all three of his PLCs. He went to state, went all the way to the finals, saw a lot of shows. He had a pretty busy year. Next is Julian McFall. Next up is Gabby Gadino. Activity award and academic award. And who else in place? Courtney Adame. For a letter and 2 pins. Crystal Jones. Academic award and activity. Lauren Ackerman. Activity award and academic award. Lauren wasn't in theater class, but she went to competition. She qualified to state. Last year she was in shows, so I still consider her a theater. Bianca Perez. Amy Johnson, who's a sophomore. Academic award and academic award. She was in 3 shows this year. She was in all 3 of them. She had a busy year too. And qualified to state. And last but certainly not least, another senior, John Austin. Cliffhanger. Alright, so those are my awards. I have one other little award to give. First, I just want to call up all of my seniors. So, come on up, seniors. Stand up and look. Just line up, maybe.
We're not good
All right,
at making shapes.
Who?
All right.
Who?
So, I just want to quickly kind of acknowledge them again. Some of them kind of acknowledge the letter and stuff. Courtney Adame, graduating again, Sound Diva, has been such a great help with technical. She doesn't love performing, but when we drag her out here on stage, whenever we can, she always does a great job. Jake Harrison, The thing, and I have to, as I look at them standing up here, looking like young adults, I always think of them 4 years ago as freshmen. And it's just great to, it's part of the thing that I love most about doing this job is getting to spend 4 years with all the same kids and really see them go from, you know, being a kid, and by the time they're done, they've grown so much. High school, they've changed so much in those 4 years, so it's an honor to kind of be a part of that. And Jake, when he showed up as a freshman, just this rubber face. And he can do anything with that face. It's great. I always think, when I think of Jake, I think of that face that just is like really expressive. My next, my next senior is Gianna Raza. Great sense of humor, and when I think about the freshman she was, again, one of those intro students who has no fear, right from the get-go. Just jumps out there and is not afraid, doesn't get embarrassed, just makes herself look silly and has fun, and just always makes a big, huge choice, as we saw here tonight. And so that's how I think.